Hello all, we are here for one more lesson of this AutoCAD 2016 training course, and the topic for today is how to use the hatch command. So the hatch command, the hatch patterns, how you can see in some information that you might get in books or over the internet, basically are graphic elements that represent types of material, special regions, textures. So it's graphical information to make your drawing more clear. This is very easy to use, and you can access this command through the home menu, then draw a group of commands, and then you have this function here that you can click. You have a couple of things, and basically the hatch will open a set of options, and this is quite easy. You can pick a point inside, so it's just a preview. I still haven't picked anything. Before I had a simulation of, I've made a couple of lines to simulate a closed area. So you don't have to all the entities don't have to be completely trimmed, or you can select the entities that in this case will be the boundaries. Okay. So if I click it, I still haven't clicked it, it will choose the area. So then you can choose from a set of different patterns whatever you want. Okay. Let me choose one. We can keep with this very simple one, or you can select from a solid pattern. Okay, that is, in case of solid, then you are in this area here where you can select among these colors. You can set also here the type of pattern, solid, gradient, or whatever. And for example, you can set a background color. For example, if you choose a pattern, then this is only the pattern, but you can choose, for example, let us put a yellow, and you see the pattern still remains red, but the background is yellow. These are some options. You can set the transparency, or you can set also an angle. And an angle, for example, if you put 30 degrees, you'll see that the pattern, let me do the enter. If you put the pattern, you see that it is a little rotated also. You can set a scale, for example, bigger or smaller, you see, smaller. And you can set also an origin. For example, I can set, if I set the origin here, let me try, I will put a bigger scale. For example, if I set the origin now here, this has a look different if I set the origin here. So it's completely different. Then you can, I will take this out, I don't like this. Then you can make it associative, and associative, it is something that I'll create it. Okay, it is done. Associative, it is something that recognizes the boundaries, and if in the future you change the boundary, the pattern will adapt. So for example, if I click now here and change it, okay, you see it's different, so it will adapt to the new set of boundaries. Besides, you have one condition more, which is annotative, and the annotative I will not show it now because there are concepts that we still haven't seen, but basically specifies the scale of the pattern automatically and accordingly to the view that you have, of the scale of the view you may have. You have also this function here that allow you to match properties, choosing from a pattern that you have already in your drawing. For example, let me make 2 more entities here, and for example, I can apply a different pattern to this guy here. Okay, and now I want to match properties of this to here. Okay, I can choose like this. Okay, instead of choosing only a pattern, I can get the properties I have from a specific location. So this is quite easy and very automatic. We can define for sure also our own patterns, which is something that we are going to see later in this training course. But the idea of having this possibility to put these graphic elements in your drawing to make it clear and easier, I think it's very easy to understand. So any questions, any help you may need, do it through our usual channels. We will be here to explain the different options or possibilities you have in this command.